Om Bhurбhuvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayantam.
Okay, namaste everyone. Today my guest is the Pavel Kalagin, Sivanandayoga teacher from Brooklyn, New York. So hi, Paul.
Hi, everyone.
Well, okay, today we are going to continue actually our discussion on the very important topic for everyone, I believe, that's reincarnation. That's actually a continuation of our discussion, because in our 2 or 3 maybe, couple of previous videos, actually we had discussed actually the question of reincarnation in the light of, past life. Okay, how can we know, and for what we can know about our previous lives, not only one but number of lives. How can we, what are the techniques, and of course what was really wonderful, your ideas about motivation to know or not to know. Okay, but this video, so we make a next step actually, and we'll speak about next lives, or maybe next life, if one or number of them. At the moment we are staying on this wonderful planet, I believe, but one day this physical body, your physical body, and sorry to say, all people will die one day. Maybe, I hope, we'll be more than 100 years old when we'll die. But anyway, one day it will happen. Physical body will die one day, but soul or consciousness continue its existence and wonderful journey. And what can you say, just whatever, about future possibilities for the soul? What may happen or what will happen with the soul after death of the physical body? And of course, let me remind our viewers that you belong to the Sivanandayoga tradition, I belong to the kriyayoga, and we discuss it slightly in the light of that, both of that great traditions. So, what may and what will happen with the soul after death of the physical body?
Yeah, in one video before, which we did, I liked it. Then you said about karma. I didn't think about it that way, to be honest with you. But it was very good question, because the future depends of things like what you're doing right now. So from the past, of course, but you did it already, and you can do something to make it better, but make it better now. So for me, speaking about the future, it's speaking about present moment, like what you're doing right now. That's the present moment, extremely important. It's no point to talk about future if you don't do the right things right now. You should be aware of yourself, what you're doing right now. That's the most important. That's actually a connection with the future. That's from my point of view, and of course from Shivananda way also. I'm in it, and we have, in the most cases, 90% this similar
Okay, let me
Yeah.
just, I'm sure that many, even Westerners, know pretty well that, okay, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna told to his disciple Arjuna that, okay, like if in the moment of death you concentrate your consciousness, your mind in a place, in a very special place between eyebrows, and then you think about Lord God, then you will you can achieve, in a kind of enlightenment or oneness with the Lord in the moment of death, even if you was not enlightened in while live. But I mean, what can you say? Because many people in India and some Westerners, they believe that they can live life, okay, whatever way they wish, never pay attention to the moral, okay, essence of the life, never practice meditation, and then somehow last moment they can jump to the to the Lord. What can you say about it?
Yeah, from my point of view, and point of view of my teacher, of also in Sivananda school, also I can say, of course, it's a very popular topic. Like almost everyone talking about, about reincarnation, about the future, that way. Like we're not gonna do, like we're gonna live like we want right now, but we have that moment. My teacher told me that they believe in it, or they read it somewhere, in even in Bhagavad Gita or other like very important scriptures or books. So and they think they have time, and like they can let it go. You don't have to work on yourself that much. Be natural. Be like enjoy your life. That's very popular, especially in here in America, in United States. Just enjoy your life. That's the main phrase. It's a good phrase. Like it's a good way of positive thinking. It's not bad. But if you think like enjoy yourself in a way, like you don't have to work on yourself, like and just let everything go, and God will do anything for you, like, and especially in the last moment, I'm gonna say like the word like nobody knows, like the special thing, and some mantra, some secret mantra, and I'm gonna be like, let's say, in the like in a place with beautiful flowers, let's say, like whatever it is, like so from my point of view, it's a little bit not just unprofessional, it's a little bit naive, like pretty naive. So of course, for I think you should work the whole your life and pretty hard, like all masters did. It just looks like they like already enlightened, and it was always like that. It always was easy for them, and it's misunderstanding. But if you see what they did before, like any master, Ramana Maharshi, or whatever.
Shivananda Swami himself.
Yeah, like they worked really hard, like the whole life, from childhood, from 10 years old, from 9, from 11, from even earlier. They were meditating for hours and hours every day. They were reading, they know a lot of philosophical conceptions. So they're very educated and very hard workers. So but you don't see it. They seems to be like happy, and they see in the place, they meditate and enjoying the moment. And people think This is it. Just enjoy the moment, and they don't think they did so much things before, and they copy the person like the master, and they doing the same thing. They just sit nearby, looking at the master, and just doing basically nothing, and waiting for the happiness, waiting for enlightenment, and it doesn't happen for years. Doesn't happen this year, next year, and they asking the master like, why I'm not enlightened yet? Like I'm so many years like dedicated for you and near you, and he's just smiling like he's saying like what the important question he's asking pretty often. What did you do for that? Like I did many things for that, but what did you do to be enlightened? Like tell me about your work. But I didn't have time because I've been always with you. Like and he's misunderstanding. Like like it's
actually, I think it's like a few interesting things. First of all, what does it mean to enjoy life? It's people think always no, not always, but
it's a misunderstanding about enjoyment.
What does it mean to enjoy life? Because for example, for me personally, I know for you as well, to enjoy life means, for example, to meditate, for example, to practice mantras, for example, to study ancient scriptures, including Bhagavad Gita and Christian Bible as well. I mean, that's real joy. I'm not denying, for example, tasty food and family life, and just I like just go for a walk, enjoy nature, but at the same time, the joy of life, it must be like a kind of more subtle, not only animal one, because quite many people they think about let us enjoy life means in an animal sense. That's first. And then the next, you're absolutely right that masters, teachers, gurus must be way ahead more responsible for their life and behavior, because we have plenty of examples when certain yogi could practice for years and years intensive meditation and mantra, then experience certain cosmic consciousness, and then just to sit peacefully doing nothing. And that's really evil example. Let me repeat, not just bad, but even more than that. I mean, evil example for the disciples, for the students who may copy, just try to be kind of replica of the master. But it's quite dangerous and confusing, because a master or any guru can, sit and seemingly doing nothing. But let us, check, let us, learn more about life of this or that mystic. And you're absolutely right that very famous gurus like Ramana Maharshi or Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Swami Sivananda, Yogananda Paramahamsa, they went through the hard job of meditation and mantra before experiencing cosmic consciousness. And even a very complicated example of Nisargadatta Maharaj, who was just sitting in Bombay with a cigarette and just thinking, do nothing, be here now, and you're already enlightened. But wait a moment, if people just try to learn his biography, oh my God, Nisargadatta Maharaj spent years and years traveling, like all that pilgrimages. He actually had been practicing for years, meditation, japa, and then something happened. We call it enlightenment or any cosmic consciousness experience. And then he came back to what we now call Mumbai. At that time was Bombay. And just he told to his disciples kind of, do nothing, be here now. But he himself was doing a lot of things. And of course, that's also I absolutely agree with you that it's impossible to think about Krishna, Buddha, or Jesus in the last moment of your life, but with you know, it is possible only if whole your life you was involved in certain regular meditation and prayer, because the last moment you can think about something which is the dominant thought of your life. And I mean, if your whole life think about, well, maybe money, maybe sex, maybe food, maybe political power, political struggle, I'm sorry, but the last moment you'll think about money, sex, political struggle, and never remember Krishna or Jesus. Just impossible. So it means really, if we wish to think about our next life, next incarnation, and if it's a natural. For example, now we're just sitting and discussing wonderful questions, but okay, we wish to be happy next year. We wish to be happy in 10 years. That's okay. That's a human nature. So it means natural to wish to be happy next life. That's natural.
Yeah.
But if you wish to be happy, let us say in 1 year, in 10 years, then you have to do something right now. That's natural. The same about next incarnation.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you maybe last question for this video, but actually we are planning, I hope, to discuss the question of the topic of reincarnation in the future as well. But for now, it's the last question. Okay, what kind of meditation or what kind of knowledge is useful according to Sivanandayoga tradition, or according to your personal opinion, can be useful for the people, to be ready for this or actually wonderful journey behind death of the physical body? Because again, I'm sorry to remind our viewers, but nobody knows when I'll die. I don't know, maybe today, maybe in 100 years. The same with everyone. So
Yeah.
what kind of meditation, what kind of maybe knowledge or book can you recommend?
First of all, in Shivananda school, it's a very obvious topic. It's not hidden. It's outside. Everybody talks about it. So in some other schools, they don't talk about it. It's just inside. They keeping it inside. But in Shivananda school, it's a good thing. From my point of view, it's very good because they speaking about death. Like Vishnu said, he read he wrote many things about to be prepared for death. He didn't he wasn't afraid about these words, about this conception. He wasn't first of all, you should speak about it openly. You don't have to hide from let's not talk about this. You should prepare yourself and prepare your mind just to the level understanding its natural thing. Because most of the people, they live, they don't think, but then if they think about it, it's something very unusual and something very bad. But it's not like that. It is birth, it is life, everything it's in a place, like sun and the moon, day and night. It's the same thing. We don't have to that much be afraid of it. Sivananda spoke about it a lot. So that's number one thing in Sivananda, just to speak about it.
That's important.
Not to run away from it. Just look straight forward, to death. And another thing, of course, prepare yourself the whole your life. Prepare yourself to just to not in the last moment, but way before, years before. Prepare your mind for that. your motivation also, like to make it even habit, like to live like you live, like like you live in last day, let's say, last moment, like don't be afraid of that, like make it natural for you. Like it's another thing. And another thing about practicing, of course, it's two things, like I said before. Maybe I'm a little bit I'm gonna say it again. It's, of course, you should be relaxed. If you're not relaxed, you, even if you think about that, you should be afraid a little bit of it. Like if you're not being harm, you're not going to be in harmony, you're not going to be in peace. You should find some peace of mind for you before. That's another important thing. In Sivananda way, we do it from shavasana and from meditation with the breathing. That's the most two techniques we use to reach peace of mind, to have peace of mind. And if you're reading about this topic, about that, about especially from your bodies, from the process of dying, like about chakras, like we spoke, about channels, like about nadis, about karma also. So you have to be pretty much educated about that, like where you're from, where you're going to, pretty much like the law of God, the law of karma. So like a little bit general, like education about it. Like
Yeah.
maybe not too much, but some education you should have. So it's a few things. First of all, not running from a conception of dying, like look at that like straightforward, be more brave. That's important thing. Another one, peace of mind. And the third thing, it's like a system in the Sivananda school. It's three things about it. It is a book even about it, about these three things. And the third thing is to be educated about it, some education. That's three keys to in Sivananda school to prepare yourself to die.
Yeah,
Best way, let's say.
Basically, it's a very, very interesting that, okay, the same true approach is for the Kriya Yoga tradition as well. We have to be, brave to discuss the question. We have to practice meditation. That's the second. And the third, we have to be educated about it.
Yeah.
It's like we know many things about this world. Okay, why not to know about reincarnation? That's the question of proper education.
Maybe spiritual something else very small.
Yeah, of course.
Like you mentioned before, we have to be trained in meditation and relaxation, but you mentioned before extremely important question. You talked about dreams when we go into the sleep. That's extremely important. Actually, we're almost dying. Like when we going to sleep, even without we don't see any dreams, just sleeping. We in a casual body, we're very close to death. Like actually, we're dropping everything. We're dropping loving people. We're dropping our kids. Like even yourself. We're not afraid of it. Most of the people not afraid to go into the sleep. So it's very important to study that it's similar things, like to understand, like you every day you don't know you're gonna wake up or not. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Maybe not. You know?
Actually, we experience.
And right, and the most people are not afraid. That's in the like take this conception and just move it to this way. Just use it. It's already knowledge. It's if you have knowledge, you're stronger. You're more motivated, you're more brave, and it's not like dark room for you anymore. You understand? Oh, yeah, really, I'm going to as you said before, if you're practicing consciousness when you're sleeping, it's going to be no problem to die for you. It's
Yeah,
already,
yeah.
you read
That's
it many times, right? So it's
yeah.
so close.
That's true. That actually we are dying every night and reincarnating every morning. Every morning is a new reincarnation
Yes,
process.
yes.
Okay.
Like you,
Uh, okay. Thank you very much. Let us complete this video for today. Thank you very much, Paul, for your time and wisdom. And yeah, so actually we continue our discussion. It's like the next videos, and of course I invite our viewers to watch our videos about meditation, Sivananda and Kriya Yoga tradition, and the karma and chakras, and of course reincarnation as well. So God bless you. See you next time.
ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवहं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्